Honorable Governor of Telangana, Honorable Union Minister of Culture, Tourism and Development of Northeastern Region, Honorable Culture Minister, Government of Telangana, most revered Daji, distinguished audience, and everyone present here. It is truly an honor and a moment to ever cherish to address this esteemed gathering of spiritual luminaries of all faiths and beliefs, scholars and seekers from across the globe. Friends, befittingly, the event is taking place at Kanha Shanti Vanam, the largest meditation center in the world. Gratifying that Union Ministry of Culture, in coordination with Shri Ramchandra Mission and others, is organizing this Mahakumbh of spirituality. Shri Ramchandra Mission is a spiritual movement with focus on practice of Sahaj Marg, of heartfulness meditation. It was indicated we need a spiritual university. There is one, it is here. It has only to be legally sanctified. In these serene surroundings of Kanha Shanti Vanam, we find ourselves immersed in an ocean of tranquility, engulfed in the echoes of spirituality that resonate through the ages. The theme, Inner Peace to World Peace, bears huge contemporaneous relevance for the welfare of the entire humanity in today's global environment. World scenario, friends, is worrisomely alarming, with escalating geopolitical tensions, iniquitous and unequal development, concerning rise of repression, intolerance, discrimination and violence based on religion and belief. In this situation, our Bharat, home to 1/6 of humanity, is a beacon of hope, beacon of enlightenment. At the heart of our civilizational ethos is principle of Sarva Dharma Sambhav. India has consistently over ages, and it continues to be proud champion of pluralism, firmly upholding the principle of equal protection and promotion of all religions and all faiths, reflecting unity in diversity. Our Bharat is unique in this respect. No other country can match our track record for thousands of years. Our rich history as a pluralistic and democratic nation, embracing diverse religions, has proved refuge for those persecuted for their faith, whether Zoroastrian, Buddhist, Jews, or any other belief. They consistently found in India a sanctuary free from persecution and discrimination. The Indian Constitution enshrines the values of secularism, equality and justice. Recent steps by way of CAA are aimed at providing relief to persecuted religious minorities without infringing upon the rights of any existing citizens. Friends, it is unfortunate that some fail to recognize the historical context and soothing impact from human rights perspective to persecuted minorities in neighborhood. This spiritual Mahotsav is not a congregation. It is much beyond a congregation. It is both salutation and celebration of universal values that quintessentially bind humanity together, transcending borders and cultural variations. Bharat, as I said, friends, home to 1/6 of humanity, is obvious global spiritual center. And Kanha is the epicenter of spiritual movement. Our Bharat is defining world discourse inspired by deep commitment to spiritualism. Friends, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's clarion call to seek resolution of conflagrations through dialogue and diplomacy and not war emanate from deeply embedded spiritual ethos. Nothing can be more detrimental to governance and antithetical to core values than people in power engaging in commanding and challenging discourse from platforms. Their stance reflects absence of spirituality in their thought process. The world will be well positioned to address existential challenges of the climate change and the like if people in authority believe in not being repository of authority but trustee of power, epicenter of service and empathy. This is achievable once these functionaries commit to discover spiritual power within. This conference, for some and all of them, would lead to their enlightenment. Distinguished audience, the spirit is the ultimate essence, much beyond mind, heart and soul. Spirituality defines the ultimate sublimity and virtuosity of human life. Spirituality encapsulates love, compassion, patience, tolerance, forgiveness, and a sense of responsibility. Spirituality brings about sublime sync with body, mind, heart, and soul. Spirituality reposed in oneself is required to be awakened. You don't have to look outside. It is within yourself. You have to discover it. You shall discover it. Friends, spirituality is not captive of boundaries or particular faith or tradition. It is universal path that beckons to explore the depths of our inner being, to realize our nature, to recognize divinity that resides in each one of us. Friends, spirituality deeply ingrained in the fabric of Bharat is a guiding light that illuminates path of our lives. Our 5,000-year-long civilizational ethos leave no doubt that course of events was influenced by spiritual minds. Our religion, ethics, philosophy, literature, art, architecture, dance, music, and even our polity and socio-economic order have been constantly influenced and molded by the inspiring force of spirituality. This holistic approach to life sets our culture apart. It is unique to our culture, fostering a harmonious balance between material progress and spiritual well-being, also with nature. And friends, which other place you will find than Kanha? What a balance between nature and humanity. Our Upanishads, our Vedas, and other scriptures offer profound insights into the nature of existence, the purpose of life, and the interconnectedness of all living beings. I had the good fortune briefly to traverse what was seen by way of some paintings. Our 5,000-year cultural history was revealed. I urge all of you to focus on that area, and you will be delighted to know that miniatures in our constitution also carry our 5,000 years legacy and ethos of our very rich civilization. Friends, as we delve into the philosophical ocean of our spiritual heritage, which you all are doing at the moment, we encounter the concept of dharma, a guiding principle that underscores righteous path in life, providing a compass for ethical conduct and harmonious living. In the realm of literature, our epics such as Ramayana and Mahabharata serve as a timeless repositories of spiritual wisdom. The Bhagavad Gita, a sacred dialogue between Lord Krishna and Arjuna, presents profound insights into the nature of life, duty, and the path to self-realization. It continues to remain a source of inspiration, encouraging us to boldly face the challenges of life with a resolute spirit. Even our architectural marvels, and they dot every part of this country, our temples, our monuments stand as testament to the seamless fusion of spirituality and craftsmanship. These sacred spaces not only serve as places of worship, but also as portals to the divine, inviting us to experience a deep connection beyond the material universe. Indian dance forms are not mere performances, but embodiments of spiritual stories and divine expressions. The intricate mudras and expressive movements, and I'm sure you all must have seen that. When you see our dance, you will find intricate mudras, expressive movements. They convey the subtle nuances of spiritual narratives, creating a sacred communion between the artist, the audience, and the divine. Distinguished audience, our classical music with intricate rag or tal serves as a powerful medium for spiritual elevation. They transport us to a realm where the boundaries between self and divine quickly dissipate. Music becomes a meditative journey, leading us to the essence of our spiritual being. In the arena of governance and social organizations, the principles of spirituality guide us towards a just and equitable society. If you look back, governance over thousands of years in this land, you will find there was a sage or a seer as conscious keeper of the person who was governing. And that is reflection of spirituality. The concept of Rajdharma emphasizes the duty of the rulers to govern with justice and compassion, giving priority to the welfare of their subjects over all other considerations. This has been a fact situation with us for thousands of years. There are empty instances of spiritual minds being conscious keepers of those in governance. Go to any part of history, किसी भी कालखंड में चले जाइए, you will find a spiritual mind being a conscious keeper of those in the seat of governance. In governance of any type, democratic or otherwise, there is irresistible urge to yield to expedient situations, to dominate by joining ranks with the larger group, sometimes completely glossing over the other point of view. But our Bharat is unique and different. It does not go by that rule. In such a situation, we have seen in our historical journey, driven by spirituality, that uniformly issues are addressed, taking care of sensibilities and addressing those minds irrespective of their number. This is exemplified by governance of the day, and that is why we see governance benefits percolating without distinction, without discrimination, for the benefit of one and all. Spiritual movements have guided humanity through complexities of life. The Bhakti movement centered on the relationship between the devotee and a personal God. Amongst those beliefs and models and modes of worship, it included the notion of internal spiritualism. I have seen it. I studied in Sainik School, Chittorgarh. I looked at the fort and remembered Mirabai, reflecting what is, in a sense, Bhakti movement. As Governor State of West Bengal, I had the occasion to visualize Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is our Bharat, a unique land on this planet. Friends, we witnessed the emergence of spiritual leaders of extraordinary stature for their times during our freedom movement. Swami Vivekananda, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, and Sri Aurobindo, just to name few, played pivotal roles in shaping the spiritual and philosophical landscape of time. These visionary leaders recognized pristine, intrinsic connection between spirituality and the quest for freedom, justice, and the well-being of society. Honorable Governor reflected on Swami Vivekananda ji. He played a pivotal role in introducing the world to the spiritual wisdom of this great nation. He emphasized the universality of his spiritual truths, advocating the acceptance and respect of diverse paths leading to the divine. Let me remind you of his historic address. I had the occasion to visit that particular place in Chicago 3 times. It was on September 27, 1893. It was his address at the Parliament of Religions, and it was with clarion call to the entire world collective to end all fanaticism, all persecutions, and all uncharitable feelings. And he appealed for help and not fight, assimilation and not destruction, harmony and peace and not dissension. Friends, we are living in times when these are needed as never before. I have no doubt a wave will emanate from Kanha, a wave will emanate from here under the guidance of Daji. It will engulf the entire planet. This place has ecosystem, human resource, will and dedication to bring about this great transformative change which is need of the planet. Friends, teachings of Swami Vivekananda ji resonate with the essence of our spiritual heritage, urging us to look inwards for answers, seek inner peace, and realize the boundless potential of our souls. Economic activities too find their roots in the spiritual ethos of India. The principle of earth, one of the Purusharths or life goals, advocates the pursuit of wealth and prosperity within the constraints of righteousness. Every individual on the planet has to realize that he comes on the planet as a trustee. He cannot engage in reckless consumption. He cannot act in a manner that I will use resources because I can financially afford the resources. There will have to be optimal utilization of resources, and that in a way is a facet of spirituality. Friends, it is soothing and a matter of pride for all of us that our Bharat in recent years is playing its due role in emanating civilizational ascents to the global community. We waited for too long, but now the world has been awakened to the depth and richness of our civilizational ethos. It was during the COVID pandemic, a country then of 1.3 billion people was battling to save its population. It was done very successfully. But what is remarkable is that our Bharat came to the rescue of 100 other countries by helping them with co-vaccine. We therefore practice what is known as Vasudev Kutumbakam. We believe in it. The most successful global platform for G20 was when India became its president. And look at what was the choice of the theme. What was the motto? The motto was carefully chosen. It reflected sublimity and essence of our civilization. And motto of G20 was one earth, one family, one future. Friends, yoga finds place in our Atharved. As a matter of fact, Atharved is encyclopedic for all health-related issues. But yoga was not known to the world. It fell upon our visionary Prime Minister to go to United Nations, make an appeal for it. In the shortest time, largest number of nations supported it. It resulted in June 21 as International Day of Yoga. I will ever cherish as most momentous, unforgettable moment of my life when on the last International Yoga Day, our Prime Minister was at United Nations and countries from the globe joined him. At the national event at Jabalpur on June 21, 2023, I was blessed by the presence of Daji at Jabalpur. We celebrated International Yoga Day at national level on that occasion. Friends, therefore I say, there comes a time in history when situations have to be catalyzed, momentum has to be generated, exponential growth and development has to be achieved, and that falls on some individuals. Our history is testimony to it, that all transformational changes have emanated from people of caliber, erudition, dedication, high ethical standards. We are lucky to have one here, and I am glad Daji will continue contributing in this direction. This place where we are having this important conference is an outstanding place for yoga and meditation. As Governor State of West Bengal, I came here and spent the night. I saw it for myself. And mind you, convergence of human resource that believes in giving back to the society was in full bloom here. I saw it myself. Friends, my program is indicated that after this program is over, I would be leaving the premises. Does he know? I am your guest. I am overstaying. Last time also I did so. And this is being done, you know why? Because when there is an inner call, body, mind, heart and soul, yes, time spent here will energize me, motivate me, inspire me to be on a trajectory of spirituality and to serve a nation that believes not in itself but in the welfare of entire humanity and planet. Friends, medical science is developing at a rapid geometric race. But trust me, it does not provide solution to restive minds, perturbed feelings when they are disturbed. Where do we get relief? Where do we get reprieve? When a human mind is worried, depressed, losing hope, and that is spirituality. Spirituality shows the path of hope, rejuvenation, and possibility. Someone has to help you to discover yourself, the great super nuclear energy reposed in you. And this place is a catalyst for it, a global epicenter to generate positive vibes in one and all. Spirituality shows the path of virtuosity in human behavior. It helps us to be frugal in consumption of natural resources. It motivates us to have empathy for others. It has been rightly indicated by Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, that this planet, we don't own the planet. The planet is not exclusive to human beings. The planet is exclusive not to anyone else. It is for one and all living beings. We are his trustees. And therefore Mahatma Gandhi very wisely said, the planet has everything for everyone's need, but not for everyone's greed. How do you neutralize this greed? How do you combat this feeling? How do you combat a feeling that I am so greedy that I want to live for my generations? Not a spiritual mind, not a spiritual thought, but material possessions. Spirituality will show us the way. That will be the right way. That will be the passage doing good to all, the individual, the society, the humanity, and the planet. Friends, in the face of technological advancements, and we are living in an era of disruptive technologies. They are overtaking us. We are yet to contend with these technologies. Regulatory framework is in initial stages. When we have such kind of onslaught, the timeless wisdom of our spiritual heritage serves as a guiding light, reminding us of the transient nature of material success. Material success by any standards is only transient. It has a self-life. But when you look at the other way around, from a spiritual vision, you will find enduring significance of inner peace and self-realization. Friends, in a divided world, and the world today is divided, we are having conflagrations that are challenging humanity. There is disruption of supply chains that can cause hunger. The world is alarmingly in worrisome state. Where do you get unifying element? And that I would say, spirituality can generate unifying bond that will secure peace, harmony and stability on the planet. and the need for peace, harmony, and stability on the planet has never been as serious, as urgent, as required as in present times. Friends, in such a divided world, the peace is under threat by human beings. They are endangering peace. They have taken recourse to ill directions. Some individuals are creating problem for the entire planet. How do we get enlightenment? The only passage, the only light at end of the tunnel is the light of spirituality. And we are meeting at the right time, involving people to engage into it in a geometric fashion. Spirituality has another great facet. It contributes to optimization of performance of your faculties, and not only for the individual, for the entire human ecosystem. At the first instance, and this I say because most people think, how can I be spiritual? It is an abstract idea. You say good things. How do I translate these things into practical idea? You have very worthy seers and sages here. But as a layman who has gathered some experience because of age, my assignments, and my profession, I can tell you, don't be impeded that spirituality is an abstract idea. No, it is absolutely a practical idea. It is not beyond realization. You only have to look within. The moment you look within, you will find that you will be in right groove of realization, and this will be seamless. Friends, when such issues arise in human minds, and the human mind is impatient, the human mind wants a solution. It is on such occasions as today, the occasion of World Spiritual Mahotsav, that places like Kanha, Shanti, Vanam, that individuals can be enlightened, inspired, and motivated, empowered to reach unprecedented heights. This is achievable. The power of an individual, which is within the individual, if ignited, will yield results that will baffle everyone with positivity and positive contribution. What the world needs today, the world is challenged on several fronts. It needs spirited performance of the mankind to generate an ecosystem of sustainable development and global peace. Both sustainable development and global peace are byproduct of spirituality. You practice spirituality, you follow spiritualism, the byproduct will possibly be there. And we live in Bharat, a land of hope and possibility. It is a natural place for spiritual growth. It is a place where one can discover sublimity, virtuosity, and act according to rectitude. Looking at the other point of view, looking at the other's welfare, trying to generate hope in others. This is our Bharat. I don't want to take more time, but some of the top achievers in the world, when they were in a depressing state, in a state of hopelessness, they were far away from possibility of achievement. They landed in this great land and became global leaders in their fields. This is our Bharat. Our land is full of hope and possibility at the moment because series of governance steps have been taken that provide to every human soul a sense of dignity, a sense of hope, a sense of equality. When this happens, spirituality breeds. Spirituality cannot breed when you have a regime where there is no rule of law. Spirituality cannot breed when you have a system that is den of corruption. Our new norm is corruption has been neutralized. We have opportunities by affirmative governance. So time for all of us to get into spiritual mode. This global summit bears very special relevance. Spirituality and spiritual minds will help find solutions to the problems that are writing on the wall, that they are staring us in the face. Distinguished audience, as we celebrate the World Spiritual Mahotsav at Kanha, Shanti, Vanam, let us reflect upon the current situation. Re-embrace the treasures embedded within the rich spiritual heritage of India. Let us strive to inculcate spirituality into every facet of our life, fostering a society that cherishes inner peace, wisdom, and self-realization. As we depart from this sacred space, let us carry the wisdom of Kabir's doha in our hearts. ऐसी वाणी बोलिए मन का आप खोए, औरन को शीतल बने आपू शीतल होए. May our words be as soothing as a cool breeze, bringing comfort and peace to all. Let me tell the distinguished sages and seers, the greatest challenge to human mind, Dajiji, is to observe silence. The greatest challenge to human mind is to control the vocal cords. But when you get into the spiritual groove, you will master this art. You will have a deep sense of empathy for others. In the process, you will be in a different state of mind, ever ready to contribute for larger humanity. May our words be as soothing as I said. I am grateful to Daji for making available this opportunity to me. Like all of you, I have many things, many takeaways from this great congregation. Let us spread spiritual vibrations of this sacred gathering so that they may eternally resonate far and wide, inspiring one and all. Once again, I am grateful for your time. Jai Bharat. Thank you.